Hey RV family, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morse Review Guy, and I'm back again to bring you another video, and in this one I'm going to be covering the new Upon a Burning Body record entitled Southern Hostility. So this is the 5th studio-length album by the Texan American metal band Upon a Burning Body, formed in 2005. This is their first release on Seek and Strike Records. They'd previously released material on Sumerian Records, but decided to part ways with them, and they've always kind of had this eclectic style that incorporates groove metal and Latin metal and deathcore into a just normal metalcore sound. I thought I'd go ahead and check out this record to see if it was kind of going to apply anything that I hadn't really expected from the band up until this point, because admittedly I'm not that big of a fan of Upon a Burning Body. I've always thought that they were very run-of-the-mill, very one-dimensional, and didn't really give much to the genre that they were in that other bands weren't doing, and weren't really keeping me that intrigued. And unfortunately, I have to kind of report that this record's not really impressing me any more than the others, and if anything, I'm kind of liking it less. This isn't going to be a negative review in the sense that I'm just going to sit and bash the band. I think they're very talented. I think they have a very good vocalist. I think that the guitar work and the drum work is fine. I think that the songwriting is fine. I think the breakdowns are fine, but they're all just fine. And just saying something's fine, just saying something's listenable, is not really giving it much credit. And that's what this record is. It's insanely listenable. You can listen to it. But I was cringing right from the start of the first track, Southern Hostility, where it's only a minute long and it's kind of an opener, and you just get the screamed, layered, like, scream growl breakdown, and then it goes into the real breakdown, the metalcore breakdown. Now, I have no problem with breakdowns. I like metalcore myself. I enjoy metalcore, I enjoy deathcore. I think that breakdowns, when employed in a lot of music, can sound very good, especially in a lot of gent and progressive metalcore bands where they do it in an interesting way, with nice progressions in the instrumentation. But here, these are some of the most run-of-the-mill metalcore breakdowns I've heard in a long time, to the point to where these breakdowns just sound like these machismo wank fests that guys pumping iron that are ripped at the gym would just be like, "Oh, you hear that breakdown in the new Upon a Burning Body track?" And the cheese just continues from there, like on the second track, King of Diamonds, where the chorus is just unbearably tropish and cliche and sounds way too overdramatic, literally lyrics out of a Five Finger Death Punch track, and the chugginess of this instrumentation is so uninteresting. And the track From Darkness, he literally sounds like he's doing an Ivan impression on the first line of the chorus of the track. The way these metalcore, groove metal hybrid riffs come together and try to sound so chuggy and groovy, it makes Upon a Burning Body sound like a bad cover band of like Pantera or Lamb of God or Sepultura. I think that Danny's vocals sound very nondescript on this record. I am not saying he's a bad vocalist. I think he's a fine vocalist for the genre, but like I said before, it's just fine. It's very nondescript for the metalcore and the deathcore genre, especially when he goes into those like Ivan-esque singing growl vocals. The production is so sterile on this record that it leaves so much to be desired, and it's just so lifeless and stripped and skeletal. It's just mixed so sterilized, to the point to where by the time these compositions come to your ears, they sound so groomed and so well produced that it just leaves me this feeling like it's even more overly dramatic than it is. And on the subject of being overly dramatic, I feel like these lyrics are some of just the most like macho, you don't know who you're fucking with, the type of lyrics. Like, they're just trying so hard to be dark, they're trying so hard to be rough and rugged and tough. And what's even worse is they're labeling this record as a deathcore album. I don't really hear deathcore in this. To me, it just sounds kind of like a metalcore record that has a lot of groove metal tendencies to it. These riffs don't remind me of deathcore. The breakdowns don't really remind me of deathcore. The vocals, except maybe those shrieked vocals and some of those layered growl and scream vocals, don't really remind me of deathcore, so I'm not sure where they're really getting that comparison. And it's even funnier when a lot of their previous records are called metalcore records, when I think it should be flipped, and the older records are more deathcore and this record's more metalcore. But at this point, we're just getting apples and oranges, and it's not worth talking about. Yeah, I can't say I really enjoyed this record. It's unfortunate. I think that if you like metalcore, I guess check it out, or if you like Upon a Burning Body, check it out. Like, if you like metalcore, you're probably not going to be unsatisfied, but you might be unsatisfied by how uneventful this record is. At least it's in and out in 31 minutes, so it doesn't really go on that long. It doesn't really take up a lot of your time. I'm going to be giving this record a 4 out of 10, and that is a wrap. Please Please stay for the end screen on links and videos you might be interested in. If you've heard this record, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below what you thought of it. I would love to discuss the record with you. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, like this video if you enjoyed it, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. I'll talk to you guys next time, but until then, my name is J Morse, Review Guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.